Hello guys and welcome, it is ThatSrb2DUDE here today bringing you yet another type of Splatoon 2 video. Now this is going to be a little bit different. It's going to be talking about a certain type of weapon that's in this meta for Splatoon 2 currently, which is just, I guess, taken over because of how powerful this actual weapon is. Now, I'm going to do a little bit of a comparison to another type of weapon that has kind of similar traits of it. But the weapon we're talking about is the Tri Slosher, is what I'm holding right now. The Tri Slosher, undoubtedly, very, very strong. Top tier weapon in this type of, in this time right now. And I want to do a little bit of comparisons of it. I'm going to show you some of the, I guess, the differences between the weapon I'm going to compare it to. But I'm also going to show you the stats of this weapon and how well it can perform. So with that being said, let's get started with the Tri Slosher. So it has a burst bomb and ink armor. Very, very scary combination of weapons, considering this is a close range weapon. So the weapon I'm going to compare the Tri Slosher to is the 52 Gal. The Tri Slosher is known for it being able to do a two-shot kill, as well as pretty much every slosher in the game currently. But I just want to show you the range of this weapon. Now, okay, I'm going to show you this first. So I'm flicking, and this is the furthest range or how a Tri Slosher can kill. It's literally by a pixel that the 52 Gal has less range compared to the Tri Slosher, because as you can see, I can't even hit this dummy. No matter where I move my crosshair, I can't get any hits on this dummy. But with the Tri Slosher now, let me try and find it real quick. When the exact same spot I'm standing in, I am able to hit this dummy. Takes a couple shots, but it's like a very specific part. It's like when you shoot just a little bit higher, and then you can still hit the dummy. Now, if I was to reset, and I was to show you the comparison of this, you'd think this is incorrect, because look, this is the Tri Slosher's range. This is how far the Tri Slosher goes. And by the way, the range has been buffed from in Splatoon 2 compared to Splatoon 1. So that's how far the Tri Slosher goes. Now, if I was to walk around just here, and I switch to the 52 Gal, if I was to stand in the exact same place or somewhere close to it, you would see, or you'd think, the 52 Gal does more, or has more range than the Tri Slosher. But that is not the case, because that is the ink falling down onto the floor. It looks like it has more range, but it actually does not, which is insane, because this is a two-shot weapon. This is a two-shot weapon. It shoots slower and has a much more RNG. So if I was to shoot from here, 52 damage. If I was to shoot from here with the 52 Gal, it does much less because of fall-off damage. So it continues to be a three-shot kill. When you basically, with anybody that you shoot with its first range with the 52 Gal, it will basically always be a three-shot kill. Furthest range does 42 damage. That's how much damage it does at the 52's furthest range. But the Tri Slosher now, it will do a consistent 62 damage every single flick, or every single slosh. It does not matter how far away you are from the opponent. It will always do 62 damage. If I'm close up, even with the sloshes that aren't the middle, it will do 62 damage. I don't even have to aim at the opponent. It will always do 62 damage. So the next thing I would like to talk about is RNG. As you know, the 52 Gal is not the most accurate weapon in the game. It has quite a bit of spread to it, and you can kind of see, I mean, just firing, you can see through the crosshair, like every single shot doesn't go through the middle. And if I was to shoot this, there's a little bit of RNG to it. If I shoot anything, actually, there's a little bit of RNG to it. It really just depends. I mean, right there, I had my crosshair onto the opponent, or the dummy, and, you know, sometimes I have to wait. Sometimes I have to wait 1 or 2 shots for all my shots to hit. Especially with moving targets. It's a much different story with moving targets. Let me show you here. So if I'm tracking a target with the 52, it does not completely hit all the shots at the very first time I'm, well, tracking the opponent or target, whichever, or however you want to call this thing right now. But with the Tri Slosher now, it's much different, because the Tri Slosher has no RNG whatsoever. It does not matter. It will be as accurate as you want it to be. I can show you right now. If you have perfect accuracy, if you have perfect tracking, you will hit every single shot with the Tri Slosher. It doesn't matter where they are. You have 3 shots coming out, and you basically get 62 damage. No matter what. It is that insane. So one thing I would also like to point out is jump RNG. So when you jump, if you notice the 4 little lines around the little circle, well, basically the crosshair, usually with pretty much any weapon in the game that's, I guess, not a slosher, it'll get wider. As you can see, I'm using the Junior, and you can see it slightly gets wider. And, you know, there's basically more RNG to it. I mean, I don't think the Junior is a great example. I'd say the Splattershot Pro. The Splattershot Pro is actually a great example. So as you can see, the 4 little lines are, like, around the little circle. But when you jump, you can see the 4 little lines kind of just expand and get much wider. Now, this applies to the 52 Gal, and it basically gives the 52 Gal much more RNG. So this ink spread of the weapon is very, very unlikely to go to, well, the ink spread of the weapon is very, very unlikely to actually go towards the middle of the weapon. It's supposed to, but, I mean, as you saw there, I jumped, and I didn't get all my shots until I had landed to the dummy right there. But, of course, the Tri Slosher is a completely different story. When you jump with the Tri Slosher, the 4 little lines do not expand, so this means you do not get any extra RNG when you jump with the Tri Slosher. You will have perfect accuracy every single time you jump with the Tri Slosher. As you saw in that case where I did a little bit more damage, just to let you know, if you are in higher ground with a Tri Slosher or any Slosher in particular, it will always do less. As you can see, it only does 52 damage. But if you're on the level or actually below your opponent, consistent 62 damage every single slosh. Does not matter on what level you are besides a higher level. Let me show you if you are below someone as well. 62. If you're below someone, it'll always do 62. If you're above your target, if I was to stand here, just a little bit, 55. This decreases in damage depending on how high you are with your opponent. So if your opponent's all the way down there and you try to slosh them, it'll do 50. And even, I mean, it kind of depends on the trajectory as well. If you slosh her from here, this target actually takes 44. If you slosh it into the air like this will always do 62 because you're on the same level. So, Jesus Christ, this thing is strong. So, why did I pick the 52? Of course, everybody knows the 52 Gal is a 2-shot weapon, as I said before. The Tri Slosher is also a 2-shot weapon. The 52 kills really fast, but the thing I want to take out is reliability. As you know, the 52 Gal has a lot of RNG, and, you know, as you can see here, I'm kind of getting all my shots off. But within a firefight, with real Inklings, with real online players, you will notice this RNG come into effect. And, I mean, as you saw right in there, that example right there, not all my shots connected onto this opponent straight off the bat. But instead, if I use a Tri Slosher now, I can 100% of the time guarantee that all my shots will hit the dummy without fail. Without fail. The Tri Slosher is just very, very reliable. The only thing that matters with the Tri Slosher is your accuracy. Like, if your accuracy is amazing, then you're going to do amazing with the Tri Slosher, because all you need to do is just have your crosshair basically just a little bit around your enemy target, and they will die within 2 sloshes. Another thing I must add on is that you also get a burst bomb with this, so you can also do the burst bomb combo onto people, which is an incredibly fast kill. It's probably almost as fast as you can kill someone with a 52 Gal, which is actually insane. So as you can see, if I directly hit somebody with a burst bomb and then slosh them right after, it's an incredibly quick kill. Very, very fast. It does not take much to you, or does not take much at all to actually, you know, take out an opponent with a burst bomb. It's literally insane, dude. It's so insane how powerful this thing is, because now you've got this burst bomb combo. You can kill people faster than ever before. And it has slightly more range, or like a pixel of amount more range than the 52 Gal. So there are many factors for why the Tri Slosher is just incredibly strong. You also got the, you know, the classic slosh over a wall factor with it. If I was to do this, it should be, yep, exactly, right there. You need, just imagine this as a wall, like this little part of this ramp right here. Just imagine it as a wall, and I'm just kind of sloshing over it. Now, if I wanted to use the 52 Gal and try to do that, most likely it's gonna be a 3-shot kill because of fall-off damage. And actually, that depends if I can actually hit the target right there. Actually, that was 4 shots because of how the fall-off damage was working. But As you can see, it's not as reliable. It doesn't really get a quick kill, but with the Tri Slosher, it's much easier to do that. I mean, as you can see there, it does 20 damage, but with the Tri Slosher, considering I'm on a lower level, or a low enough level, it should do about at least over 50 damage. So I'm gonna try and find a dummy. There we go, 2 hits. As you heard right there, 2 hits. I was on the same part as well, shooting from the 52 gal, and I got 2 hits. It's 2-shot kill, literally everywhere. It's insane. So I actually have no idea what to say. In terms of utility as well, the 52 gal has, you know, point sensor and baller. Honestly, in my honest opinion, I feel like the burst bomb and income is just 20 times stronger than that set. And it's overall just so much stronger than the 52 gal. And a lot of people have been saying to me, oh no, the Tri Slosher is still really good. Like, it was amazing in Splatoon 1. I'm not too sure why people used it, but no. Okay, so let me tell you the differences about the Tri Slosher in Splatoon 1 and in Splatoon 2. Now, in Splatoon 1, the Tri Slosher had less range. A lot less range. It had Disruptor and Bubbler. Now, honestly, it was really good in Splatoon 1. I'm not gonna lie, it was really good. But the reason for why people didn't use it was because of the mini Splatling. Basically, with the mini Splatling, it had this exact same kit, Disruptor and Bubbler. But why people picked the mini Splatling over the Tri Slosher is because it had a lot more range, it had just much better painting power, and it was just really quick and hard to kill in general. So that is exactly the reason for why it wasn't used as much in Splatoon 1. It was still a really good weapon, but the thing that held it back so much was because of its range. But in this game, it shoots super far! I mean, look at this. The Tri Slosher did not have this much range back in Splatoon 1. It had nowhere near as much range. Look at that's the exact same range as the Tenatech, I think. Hold on. The Tenatech, okay, the Splattershot from this range does 25 damage. I think this is pretty much the furthest range of the Splattershot. It does 25 damage. If that doesn't tell you a lot, then I don't even know what to say. So I honestly do not know what to say at this point. I'm actually at a loss for words for how powerful this weapon actually is. It's literally the strongest close range weapon in the game right now. I'm not gonna lie, this is the strongest close range weapon in the game. Damage is insane. It should not be. This should not be easy to do that much damage. It's from that range as well. It's insane. Like, compared to every other weapon, you'd usually get a 4-shot kill or less because of the fall-off damage. But with this has no fall-off damage whatsoever. I don't even know what to say, guys. Just let me know what you think. Do you think this weapon needs enough? I'm just saying, do you think it needs enough? Personally, I think it does. The things I've been kind of like wondering about, maybe it just needs to be decreased in damage depending on how far you actually are. Also, maybe decreasing the damage of the side shot as well, because the side shot also does 60 damage. Like, I'm not even aiming at the thing. I'm not even aiming at it, and I'm rewarded with 60 damage. 62 damage. Are you insane? Okay, so I'm gonna try and collect myself, because as I'm testing this and as I'm doing this video, it's actually just mind-boggling to me, like, how powerful this thing is. The things it can do, the amazingness of this weapon is just... What the hell, Nintendo? But anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Please, if you did, please like, favorite, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Follow me on Twitter and Twitch, both in the description below. Do it for both if you're feeling generous. And as always, guys, this has been ThatSrb2DUDE, and I shall Tri Slosh you away. That didn't make any sense. I shall see you guys in the next video.